see that one play out from your side?
Yeah, I thought we started the game great. Obviously, power play got getting us going. I thought our 5-on-5 game was good early, and then slipped a little bit at the end of the second. And give credit to them; they're a hard forechecking team, and they kind of tilted the ice a little bit. And frankly, Waller kept us in it till overtime and made just big save after big save. So Mitch obviously coming up huge for us all night. So it's 2 points at the end of the night.
What is it about Joseph's game that you think is going so well right now?
Composure. We got all the confidence in the world in both of them back there, and Joe is just super composed and making the save after save, handling the puck well too. So like I said, both of them. We got all the confidence in the world in both those guys.
What have you seen from Mitch as he sort of worked through his goal struggles the last little bit?
Yeah, he's working it every day. I always find it funny when people say guys are struggling when they still have a point a game, but he's an elite player, and we don't see that. At least I don't see it.
All these overtime games, one-goal games, and all that. How's that going over with you guys? You're in control sometimes, and then you lose it, or you come back. What's going on with the team in terms? I know you're putting up the wins, but do you think you should maybe doing it a little bit more in regulation?
Yeah, that'd be ideal, but it's a hard league, man. 2 points is 2 points at the end of the day. Obviously, we want to improve on things, but we're going to be happy with the 2 points and continue to grow and work on playing with that lead.
Pretty strong periods. Obviously, sure Cabe just said it, but we don't want to give up that third period lead. We're a team that wants to be in that position a lot and wants to be a lot better in that position. So, good things all around, but we don't want to give up those 2-goal leads, especially in the third.
What is it with the team that's giving up some of these leads sometimes?
I don't know. It seems like we have everything, pretty locked down, doing things well. I just think we can't be timid. We can't be sitting back on our heels. We're a team that, when we're playing our best, is attacking on the forecheck still. Hard to play against down in the opposition zone, and that's something that we just got to maintain regardless, of the situation at hand. And I thought we did a decent job of that. We had a couple little kind of brain farts there that they were able to capitalize on.
How difficult was it playing in the cage, and how much better was it in the bubble?
Yeah, I was just saying outside. I've played in both, obviously, growing up. I don't know. The cage I thought was going to be better, but didn't like it as much, so tried to, test out a couple different options in morning skate today. And I don't know. The fishbowl just felt the best of all of them. It's a little tough sometimes to breathe, and Chingar gets a little soggy sometimes, but. It's still a clear vision. Nothing gets in your eyes or snow-wise and anything like that. So I thought that was the best option for tonight, and worked out, obviously.
You're a little worried about maybe a break on the puck, and how many zippers do you have?
I didn't really know at first thought, to be honest. When it hit me, it kind of just went numb, my whole right side of my chin. And kind of first thing I did, obviously, was feel down for blood or anything like that because I couldn't tell. And then when I looked at Paul, our physio, he just pointed right to the locker room. So, felt blood, knew I needed stitches. Started trying to clench my teeth. Luckily enough, I still could. And it was a little bit of a scare there, to be honest. But, Doc did 12, so he did a great job. And I was lucky enough to be able to play the rest of that game.
As a player, what's a night like tonight feel like, not only get the team win, but also to have a big night personally?
Obviously it feels really good. Like I've been saying, I haven't been happy with my own gameplay. Thought I've, haven't been my best, and have helped this team win enough games, or play my best to, have an impact on games. So, felt good tonight, just moving my feet, getting pucks in the right places, and making plays off it, and at the same time not forcing stuff, being smart with my pucks, and that's when I'm playing my best. And I was saying outside, I was lucky enough to be on the receiving side of some great plays, and was lucky enough to put them in.
Mitch, I don't know if you were aware Hayden, the little girl you did so much for, mom and sister were here tonight. He fights cancer. Does it mean even a little bit more to have a night like you did in front of him?
Yeah, it's special. I've lost two amazing people that I count as my family that weren't technically bloodline to cancer. One being my billet dad that I count their the mom and the brother and sister as family members. Still see them all the time. They come down to Toronto and stay at our house. And then obviously, Hayden's family, we still count them very close and family as well. So we're talking to both families daily, and it was a special night, and obviously I had two angels looking down at me, and it was pretty special.
Mitch put together.
Yeah, obviously he was feeling it. Gets a nice power play goal early, and that helps. And then from there, I thought he played well all over the ice.
What did you make of game that you guys played defensively with so many key guys on line?
Yeah, I think there's always going to be room for improvement. As a group, we want to be up there on the top of the league in terms of defensive stats, and I think we have room to grow. But I mean, we're doing things that are kind of moving in the right direction. As D, we want to be able to break the puck out, have gaps, and do all that good stuff. So that's going to always be a point of focus for us.
Collectively, what happened in the third period?
Yeah, I mean, I think whenever you have a lead, you tend to allow that to change how you play. I don't think that's always a good thing. Then obviously they're playing from behind and they're a good team and they're pushing to try to tie the game, and obviously did a good job of that. But then ultimately to get the 2 points feels good.
What can you say about?
Can lift the group too when enters a game like that, given that he has been a little bit down on himself in the past few weeks?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Mitch is a great player, and obviously a massive part of this team and what we're trying to do. So when he has a game like he did tonight, that is great for everybody. So I don't expect anything different out of Mitch. He's great. He's a core piece of the team on and off the ice, and he's a close friend. So for him to go out and play great, after being hit with the puck up high last game, it's a good sign.
I'm sure you'd rather
Joseph Woll's play of late.
He's been outstanding. I mean, we've kind of made it tough on him. We're putting some extra miles on him with the overtime and the shootout and whatnot, which we want to get that fixed. But for him to hang in there for us and play great, it is awesome.
I'm sure you'd rather win in regulation, but what does it say about the team's ability to win in either the overtime or the shootout?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough league. I was kind of talking this morning about the standards and teams taking a step, and every night is challenging, and every team has skill and size and speed and all the rest of it. So if we get 2 points, we're happy. Ultimately, if you have a lead in the third, you want to be able to close it out. But we'll take those points all day.
What do you like about overtime, shootout, when things go move past regulation? Seems to be working for you.
Yeah, it's it's a lot of fun when the game's on the line. You get the opportunity to step up, and there's more space out there. Guys are making plays, so I'm just trying to enjoy it.
When they tie it, what's going through your mind?
Stop the next puck.
What was it like watching Mitch go to work today?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It's a heck of a game by him, putting the team on his back, but scoring 3 goals and then getting the game winner in the shootout, it's pretty fitting. So I think last time I was up here, I was talking about Greg's and how everyone contributes, and then you see your big time players like that step up and make big time plays is awesome.
It's a tough league, but what happens has to be different for you guys in terms of holding leads. And you guys have down defensemen, but you guys want to lock it down up through.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we did a great job coming out in the first period and had a great start that I thought set the tone for the game. And then, obviously we want to hold that lead and practice that for games later in the season as well. So I think that's something we'll continue to work through. And the more reps we get at it, the better.
Everybody looks like he's going to have nightmares over the stop you made on him late overtime. What do you recall about that sequence?
Yeah, kind of a weird broken play type thing, and just trying to do everything I can, throw whatever I can in front of it.
Where's your confidence level right now in your own individual game?
Yeah, I think it's pretty steady. I try to approach each game the same way, and regardless of the outcome, I try to keep the same mindset and make sure I'm learning and moving forward after each game. So I've been fortunate to have some good outcomes here, and just trying to keep my eyes moving forward.
Mitch said that he's tried that shootout move on you in practice a couple times. It's worked. From a goalie's perspective, what makes it a tough move?
To be honest, I don't remember what he did. But I'm sure, yeah. I think he can't, yeah. Sometimes I'm so in the moment out there that I forget what happens a little bit.
Were you watching, or are you just thinking about the next shot that you might make?
Kind of watching, he's a great player, and he's got a lot of great moves. So seeing him and Tone score in the shootout was awesome.
Can the team take away from a win like this, Conor?
Yeah, I think it's important points. Obviously, we'd like to close out that win in the third period without going overtime, but it's hard to get points in this league, and it's a big 2 points.
What is it with the team that it tends to surrender leads lately, but win it in overtime?
Yeah, I don't know. I think just, other teams are pushing hard as well, and sometimes we get a little focused on that next goal, and just got to focus on defending and making smart plays at the lines. But I think we're making steps. I think we're going to figure it out soon.
What stood out most to you about the way Mitch played today?
Yeah, I think he was just moving his feet, making plays. I think, obviously, when he's protecting the puck and his vision is so insane that he can find guys when his back's to them. So I think just his playmaking ability, and tonight his finishing ability is outstanding.
A little more impressive to you guys, Connor, that he's wearing headgear that he never does.
Yeah, I think that plays a bigger factor than people realize. Those things are pretty uncomfortable and can get fogged up and stuff. So, yeah, kudos to him.
How about you? How do you feel about your game right now? I think tonight was your first assist. So.
Yeah, nice to get my first point of the season. I think some of the puck play is still coming to me, but I feel like I'm defending well and making good reads, so I think it'll come as I play.
And how about Joe Woll tonight?
Yeah, he's outstanding. Joe's been great all year, great last year. He's just a stud.
Sheldon, a lot happening tonight. Mitch with a hat trick, but what's your thoughts on the third period? You have the lead and then you surrender the lead.
Yeah, obviously we don't like that.
What's going on with the team? They're defending too much or thinking about it too much?
Yeah, I'm sure thinking about it too much. We've been in this situation a lot, getting asked about it every single day. And for good reason, we're getting asked about it, right? Because, we haven't found a way to get on the right side of these things. But at the end of the day, this is a really hard league to get points in. And just look before I came in to talk to you fine folks, and I think there's 23 teams below us in the standings right now. And we haven't played our best hockey, so we're in a pretty good place while we continue to work through the things that we have to improve upon. And the points that we've accumulated to this point, they're not nothing. There's a lot of good things happening there that are putting us in those positions. Obviously, we know we have to continue to improve in the areas that will get us on the other side of it, so we don't have to, we don't have to go to overtime or shootout or anything like that. But those points are nothing. Those are important.
Marner was saying this week that hasn't been trusting his instincts like he has in the past. The goals aside, you see it flow for him a little better tonight?
Yeah, I did. He looked confident to me. Played with authority. Obviously, two power play goals, going to get him going. But that's just, to me, that's part of it. When you're feeling it, all of a sudden it starts to come to you. Breakaway goal for him, like that's vintage Mitch Marner. Breaking away like that and capitalizing, and again, authority in the shootout. So that's a great sign for us.
You see from Joe Woll, he's kind of cemented himself a little bit, got on a bit of a roll.
Yeah, confidence. Just confidence. He's, and even though he gives up to 2 in the third, he's right there to make the next save. It gets us through the overtime. It was great in the shootout too.
What's the ripple effect it can have on the team that Marner has a night like this and gets some confidence back?
Yeah, I think nothing but positive, obviously. He's an important guy for us for so many reasons. Even the nights when he's not scoring or it's not happening for him offensively, just so many important things for us defensively on the penalty kill and all that kind of stuff. But for him to have a breakout game like that, now I suspect he'll be a lot more relaxed and just go out and play. That's very positive for him and us.
What are you liking about how the team is handling the moments of overtime and the shootout and finding a way?
Yeah, like I said, I like that because that's not nothing, right? Like you give up the lead, now you got to play in overtime. It's we got to get some saves and all that kind of stuff in overtime that help us get through it. But the guys aren't rattled; they just keep playing, and I think that's why we've been able to get these points. Like it's they're not throwaway points; it's important. And we're still working our way through our game here. But collecting these points is extremely important, and it's not nothing. It shows the sort of the character of our group, and it's a mental toughness to stay with it. And it's been kind of building here of late, again for good reason, because we got to find a way to get on the right side of these things. But while we're working through it, it's good to continue to pile up the points because there's a lot of teams that aren't doing that. So. it's not all negative. There's, you know, we know we've got to get better, and we will get better, but there's still a lot of good things happening that are putting us in these spots. But it's very obvious where we need to continue to grow. We're not there yet, but we've put ourselves in a good position nonetheless.
You have confidence in a guy like Joe, and then he rewards that confidence. What's that mean to you?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. Not. I mean, because my feelings on it don't really matter, but it's his teammates. You know, they feel it back there. You know, when we make a mistake, he's there. He's competing. He's growing. It seems like every single start. So that's an important piece for our team. And you know, Ilya Samsonov's not to be forgotten about. He's continuing to work at his game. He's gonna factor in. He's gonna be important for us. But to see Joseph growing like this through this process and through this week, as we're now starting to get into more of a NHL type rhythm, it's great. Clearly, he's the backbone of us, you know, getting these points here of late in particular.
Beat up blue line. What do you think of how the guys played, and just the guys that have played a lot of minutes the other night as well?
Yeah, it's been a lot. We've asked a lot of our guys. We're asking a lot of the guys that are playing more minutes. You're asking a lot of the guys, you know, that like the Lagos and Timmins and Benoit's of the world that are playing more and playing in different spots. So we're asking a lot there, but the guys are managing it. You know, is it a factor? I think some of our, you know, the 2 goals we gave up in the third there, to me, there's some soft defending there. Like, we just don't close quick enough. Perhaps that's some of that stuff that you're seeing in those moments. To me, we've got to manage those situations better, but credit to the guys, whether it's the situation we're in tonight with 6 or, you know, how many times through this season we've gotten guys injured and had to play with 5, and the D core has, you know, for the most part, responded and found a way to keep us hanging around in these games.
Has Marner Rielly gotten out this season?
I don't know. You guys, you answer that question. I don't know. You guys write the stories. I don't. But I think the fact that we're playing him as much as we are shows that we believe in him, and we need him. And to me, he's answered the bell. Whatever we ask of him, he's ready to do it.
Put Yarncrook up with Matthews, I think, for a shift at about 2 at the end of the game. Where are you at with Matt Nice's role that he's playing on that line?
I think, you know, like Matt's been like that line. I think he's been kind of up and down. If I'm remembering it correctly, I think Nyes got stuck out there for a really long shift at one point in time. I just thought wasn't quite recovered enough. So went with Yarncroc in that spot. But like we've talked about, he's got a great size and skill set that clearly shows that he should be in this league. Yet he's a young guy that's learning the league and figuring it out. And some of those moments show up, and he's not the only one. You know, Nick Robertson's trying to find the league and figure it out as well. So, you know, that's part of the process of becoming an NHLer, especially for those that don't spend much time, or in Nice's case, any time in the American League.